We are back.
Ladies and gentlemen, roosters and hens and everything else in between, Cock Talk is back, and we've got a wild week going on right now. But before we get into all that craziness, we have a special guest on tonight. We have a pro boxer, a pro athlete, someone who actually is doing something interesting with their life besides us. But as always, I am Tyler at MBF Express. We have our trusty producer, Josh at Grateful Coops, Blake at Waddle Waddle Racing. I wasn't upset about it tonight until you said something, and now it's in my head again. and Dave at Peck Unit Racing, and our special guest tonight, known in the Discord as Sticks, Mickey Scala. How we doing? Nice to have you on.
I'm doing great. Thank you guys for having me.
Doing good.
What's up?
Yeah, man, this is cool. We've been wanting to have we wanted to get you on just because we got two major boxing nerds here that are going to be taking their shots on you a little bit later. But we know that Mickey's been in since like the third drop now. We're going to get into that a little bit, but something else is going on in the market right now, isn't it? Is anybody getting some birds?
I think a couple of you guys did.
I did. So.
Dave, get any birds yet?
No.
Dave hopes to get a bird.
I listed two more though. I'm taking a run.
I saw that, man.
It's got to happen.
Yeah, we've got a fun time on the market for anybody with ETH. But if you don't, I feel for you in a big way. But anyway, Mickey, thanks for coming on, and let's get into a little bit about just how you found this space and how you got into Chicken Derby and NFTs and found all this mess.
Yeah, so it all started with the NFT space. Obviously, when I was 18, I was looking for ways to invest my money. I started a Roth IRA, invested in some stocks, and then watching YouTube, I came across across NFTs. And then it's actually Zed Run is what caught my eye. And I shot a message to my parents. I was like, hey, let's buy a horse electronic horse racer. And then they're like, what is that? Asked me a bunch of questions, and I was like, let me do some research. And the entry point was a little too high for me to get a good racer. Mm-hmm. So I was like, kept looking, and there was a video that popped up, and it was talking about how Chicken Derby can be the next Zed Run. And I was like, oh, what's Chicken Derby? So I started looking into it, and I saw their mint, the third mint was actually on the way and it was coming up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna start getting prepared for that. And then I got my parents actually in on it. So I minted, I believe, 5 chickens. I have 7 total now. And then my parents minted 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's even more awesome that you got your parents in on it. That to me is me and Dave were talking off air that your parents are probably going to kick our ass in the races, and we're going to be like, damn, we lost to Mickey's parents. Shit.
Yeah. No, I making them a Discord and everything, like getting them all signed up with a crypto wallet, and everything was hilarious. And then they minted a 100 Lakenfelder.
Of course.
And we were going crazy. We were in shock, and everyone thought like, oh, you're getting electronic chickens. Yeah, nothing's gonna really happen. But then they got a 1.25 ETH offer, and everyone was like, wow, like this is real. They got, I think it was like $4,500 offer at the time at the value of ETH. So everyone was
taking it back
out.
then, man.
No, I believe in the long term. I convinced them. I said, don't take it. I said, don't take it. It's going to be a 10 ETH chicken down the road. That's what I told them.
And those are looking like good racers too.
Yeah. Especially, I don't know. Perfection was something that I was like high on from the start. But then like when you got the talents and everything and all that, there's a lot of variables, but I don't know. I just couldn't let them get rid of 100 without racing it.
Oh yeah. And I know a couple guys. I know MJ has his 100 Lakenfelder that's yet to even podium, and it's killing him. It must just be a bad setup, but
all right.
Yeah, so we'll see. It'll come around. But yeah, we're a little laggy right now. I know Josh is working on that. You guys are saying in the chat we got some issues going on. Not as bad on the audio, so that's good. But yeah, we'll try to get this sorted out. Super Bowl week, taking care of all that for us. But yeah, you got in the third mint. So like, yeah, that's kind of like the same thing that happened to a lot of us. Like we found Zed Run, we were priced out of it. And then before we knew it, it's just like Josh found chickens, started laughing about chickens, and then started to get really serious about chickens. I tried the whole pitch on my parents. I tried to, like, I let them know. I got my sister in, but I talked to my parents and I'm like, hey, yeah, it might be a good investment. And they're like, oh yeah, this sounds great, sweetheart. Never heard any other thing. Haven't spoken to them since.
My parents.
I tried to get my sister and like brother in on it, and then I couldn't. But once my parents got that offer, all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, how do I get a chicken?"
Too
late now.
It didn't though. Yeah, they should get a Genesis chicken.
They can still buy one. But I was just saying, like, mint wise, yeah, they missed out.
Yeah, I still wish to go back to those mint days and just mint them all. But we have a bit of a mint going on right now in a couple of different ways. Or someone called it a cuppy Christmas. That's been going on the last couple of days for anyone that's been hanging around thinking about getting any chickens. Our resident whale has decided to dump the market. But you know what? It's done something interesting. It's made the whole kind of community kind of blow up again and get like crazy, and everyone's like celebrating each other's deals besides Dave and trying to be excited about everyone getting them. And you know, the most important part, in my opinion, is that all of these chickens are going into hands of people who are really excited and long-term holders and all that bit.
That's why I'm trying to get my hands on one too.
You hear the man Cuppy? You hear the man Cuppy?
If you're feeling free, accept my offer.
Look out for sticks.
Hey, yeah, that was a good bird. That was Tyler knows about that bird.
I know the bird. Yeah, I'm trying not to buy the bird right now.
On that bird for a while.
Trying not to do that to you.
Don't out offer him. He's got dibs.
All right, so I think we're good now. Sorry, I had too many videos apparently playing on my screen, so my laptop wasn't digging that.
Yeah, it looks clear here too. It's just on the replay that I'm looking over. So
good.
All right, so we stalled long enough. That was good.
Yeah, thank you. I don't even know what you guys talked about. I was like literally like
just how much we hate you and how much you don't do any of the work around here and all that. That's all.
Please.
We mostly just talked about chickens.
Well, that's
yeah.
Well,
startup.
Yeah, Jay Mooney's saying whale selling is never bad long term, and it's true. Like, you know, if there was actually something that like, you know, like JN just said, why does Cuppy not believe in a project anymore? He's got impatient. That's it, and that can happen. Like, you put a lot of money into something, you get impatient. There's a lot of projects that are bumping and working, and I think it's a strange time. You know, with literally what we're going to talk about tonight, and you know, coming next week, and what looks like a very streamlined setup for open beta. It's an interesting time to choose. So it is what it is, and a lot of people are getting good birds from it.
But yeah, I mean, he definitely at this point, I mean, it helps the market though, because there was how many birds? What percent of birds were on the market before he? I mean, he just added a bunch of extra birds to the market, which I think, again, like you said, brought excitement and pumped it up before.
Yeah, we're
really going.
We're still hanging around kind of that 12% listed. It's not bad. He didn't really flood it with a lot of listings, but obviously it's the quality of what's available. That prior, like a week ago, none of that stuff was available.
Exactly.
Right. So you suddenly now have a shot at a 96 Sarama on a budget that just didn't even come close to them a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was talking with Spiver, and we were just like, yeah, we're just sitting here like a bunch of knobs staring at 0.3 96 Saramas. Like, well, I think we can do better. I'm gonna offer 0.28. Yeah. That's it.
You gotta come down a little bit more. Work with me.
Yeah, make like
as if it's not already being worked with
or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, and then it's like, oh, someone got one from me. It's like, yeah,
they paid list.
Yeah,
that's how it works. So, we've got sticks here. I'm going to talk some chickens and get into the dev blog here shortly. But we have a giveaway that we're going to be doing. We have another chicken that was given to us by the dev team for Chicken Derby. And Tyler is getting that thing set up in our Discord channel right now, which I will grab a link and drop that in the chat.
Yeah, I'll get that going for, let's just say 30 minutes.
The
Sound
one
good?
the one that shall not be posted in main chat.
Easy.
Or maybe we could. Create work.
Some-
I put the Cock Talk bat signal that I made in the main chat, so they all know it's time. It's just a GIF. It's just a GIF.
Everybody knows. Sunday nights at
Where am I
10
going?
points, 10 something.
Everyone seems to know, but there's always someone that's watched 100 times that asks what time we're going live. So I always appreciate that.
All right, so I just dropped the link to our Discord channel, the Coop Collective. You could jump in there, hop into the giveaway channel, and react to the giveaway that Tyler will be posting here in a minute.
Giveaway
And
bot's acting slow tonight, but it's going. Everything seems to be.
It's
going out tonight.
a mystery bird, so we don't know what it's going to be. Last week gave away the 98 Sultan that Charles was generous
Mhm.
enough to donate, and I
Wow.
believe we gave that again to a new chicken
First
owner.
timer.
First
Fledge.
timer.
Fledge, I promise you they are real. And they are vary in all sizes and shapes. They
I'm not
can
looking
be-
at the chat, so I don't know what you're
he,
answering.
he,
right
he,
now.
he says I don't think he says I don't he says I don't think the Deb chickens are real. And they are
I know.
definitely
Yeah.
real.
He's
Yes,
And
God
he's-
is yeah.
he's
yeah.
still waiting on his. I assume with the last
Yeah.
couple weeks of stuff they've been doing, it's been kind of frantic though. I'll
The
be
Might be
longer
time
the
to send a
wait,
nudge.
the longer the wait may mean the better the chicken he's gonna get.
Mm.
And
If
Wally
any
said
devs
he
are
deleted
watching
it,
this
by the
show-
way, Tyler, so he must have deleted your GIF.
Someone deleted my GIF.
Did Wally mod your GIF? You said
sending
that.
Flawless.
Should I send it again? No, it's still there.
No spamming.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's still there. It looks grainy though. Anyway.
Just kidding.
No spamming.
I was just reading the chat. That's what Wally said in our chat.
Oh, good.
So we've got
What a dick.
Sticks from the chicken coop chat. I remembered when he jumped in. I remember when you jumped in right around the first or the third mint, and I know Blake and you had chatted a bunch back in the day, and we really just wanted to bring you on and talk to you about your story, and you've got a pretty big fight coming up for yourself, and
Yeah, 2 weeks.
yeah. And we that won't be on Showtime, correct?
No, I'll be on the undercard, so most likely be before the TV showing. Possibility of it being streamed, but that information won't come about until like a couple days before.
Next time you
Alright.
come on, it'll be the title fight.
Yeah.
Which it would
Then I'll get it right.
for those that aren't boxing fans, sometimes with these undercards that like Mickey's going to be on, if there's a bunch of knockouts, right, then he could get featured on the live show. So
Yeah, if there's like a swing bout or something like
Yep.
that. It just
Cool.
depends on what order you are and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you get a hold of that link a couple days before your fight, make sure you drop that in our
Yeah, if it's
Coop
streamed, I'll
Collective
drop
chat,
it.
man.
I'll
Get
drop it
that
there.
for sure.
I try to keep you guys updated at all times. too.
Absolutely. We like kind of following your journey a little bit, and I'll just let you take the floor. And like, how did you get you're promoted, and how did you get there?
Yeah, when it comes to boxing, man, I just grew up in the gym. My older brother boxed. My dad boxed before him, and he's currently my coach now. So
Nice.
I just grew up in a family of boxers, and I don't know, I just fell in love with the sport. I've been doing it competing since I was 8, like I said, in the gym my whole life. And then I was just doing amateur fights, amateur tournaments, winning those, getting trophies, belts, best fighters. And then we decided at 16 we wanted to turn pro. My last amateur fight before that was a fight at the Box Fan Expo, which is a large boxing event. I actually won best fighter on that event, and there was a lot of high class talent. National champion. I beat a 3-time national champion.
Damn.
Everyone was just impressed with my skills, and the guy that actually runs that got in contact with me and heard that I was turning pro. So he said, handle business in Mexico and we'll give you an opportunity out here in Vegas. And that's exactly what I did. I fought in Mexico, won. And then I fought in Vegas in February of 2020. So right before the COVID shutdown.
Oh man. So you're like just trying to get it started. Yeah.
Yeah. So I won by 3rd round knockout. And then since then, Mayor of the Promotions remained in contact with me because it was their card. It was their showing. And then we remained in contact, and I think about like 6 months later, 5 months later, a contract came from them to join the promotional company, and I was blessed with the opportunity to join their team.
That's
and
amazing.
I'm surrounded by a lot of talent.
Man, just sitting around for 5 months waiting to find out, dude. That's wild. Then you get that call. That's cool.
Yeah, I knew it was coming because like I said, they remained in contact with me.
Sure.
It was just like you said, you're still waiting though. You're still waiting for that call.
Until you see it, man. Until you see it.
Yeah.
So even after the wait, you were still the youngest to ever sign with Mayweather?
Yeah. I was the youngest ever
dude.
and the first 17-year-old to ever sign with Mayweather Promotions. I was introduced with 2 other young guys. I think they have 5. They announced like 5 of us young guys around the same time. And that was just before I was going to fight on the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul card in Miami. And I went out there, weighed in, did the stare down, and my opponent got on a plane and left the next day.
He just didn't even decide to fight you?
I literally showed up to the venue, the Miami Dolphins Stadium. I was wrapping up, getting ready to fight.
Oh man!
I got a phone call literally 20 minutes before I was gonna walk out from my advisor, and it said, "He's like, hey, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your opponent flew out. There's like nothing we can do." And it's like, it was heartbreaking. I still got to be a part of the event, watch it.
Oh,
I had
man.
access.
That's a cool story to be like, the guy
actually-
literally just like
Yeah.
ran away from me.
Think of those nerves though, man. I can't even imagine that. You are literally wrapping up to walk out into the ring, and
you're in your zone.
But you know what?
Just bailed.
It might be it might be a blessing in disguise though, because you've already been through those first time jitters, as it is, right? So you know how to mentally prepare and go out when it is on a big card like that.
Oh, yeah. Stuff happens in boxing,
right?
That's crazy.
All the time. Opponents change.
They'll come in heavy. Come in heavy. You got to
Yeah.
fight them, and they're
So
5 pounds overweight.
How do you turn that off? Like you're ready to rock.
That was going to be my follow-up question.
Yeah,
Like,
how do
you're
you turn
amped
that
up
off
and you're
once
in
you're-
that moment,
yeah.
and you get that phone call. Like, how do you just shut that off? Like,
Yeah, I went to the bathroom. I had to like cool down, like just get away from people, let the news like get over me. But it sucked. Like I said, my dad's my coach, my hand rapper. We're all invested. We had like 20 people in Florida just to watch me. They came from Arizona.
damn.
So it's like they paid X amount of money just to be out there, and they took away from their trip.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it was a big bummer, man. But I ended up fighting in October. In Arizona, it was actually a local show just to get one because of what happened.
Right.
And then I got to fight in November, and that was actually at the Phoenix Sun Stadium, and that's the largest arena in Arizona, other than the Cardinal Stadium. And it was packed, dude. That was the best feeling in the world. Like, I felt like, well, that was the real deal,
Yeah.
And just walking out, everyone's just so loud, and
Dude,
it was
I've
just,
been in that arena too, man. Like the second deck, like kind of overhangs, so they're all like they're on top of you almost. It
was
that would be
packed.
pretty epic.
that was always something that I wanted to experience. It's just like what that feels like to just like be
Thousands
standing
of
in there,
people
man.
screaming, and
Yeah,
you're standing right in the center.
nothing compares to like walking out. I feel like the energy that just comes from the crowd and just feeling that, like the cheers.
yeah.
I bring a big crowd, so I always got cheers, but then they booed like my opponent, and just hearing that, I was like, you guys are feeding this guy some energy. That's what I was just thinking in my head, but it was awesome, man. The whole experience was just amazing.
That's really cool.
So what's your record? What's your record now?
I'm currently 4-0 with
4-0, right?
2 knockouts.
Yeah, 4-0, 2 knockouts, maybe 5-0, 3 knockouts. We'll see how this goes. I'm
how
believing
it
now.
goes.
Now we're invested, man. Now we're super
man.
invested. This
That's
is gonna
the
be really.
plan. That's the plan.
Hopefully
So
we
you're
get some
fighting-
knockouts. You get onto TV, we can watch it, dude.
Yeah,
In 2
eventually.
weeks,
Dave.
how many rounds are you guys scheduled for?
The next fight is scheduled for 4 rounds. And
Now,
then following that, it'll most likely go to 6 after that.
Now, for those that are just watching, we can only see from your shoulders up. So tell everybody how tall you are. I didn't realize this until you said off air that you go ahead.
Yeah, that was me at 17 also, so it's low perspective. Little body. But I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2" now and 154 pounds. That's what I fight at.
So, and then that's really tall for that weight class, right?
Yeah, pretty tall. There's some tall guys.
Gotta have some
at
reach then
154.
on those guys.
Yeah,
But I am very tall, 154.
That's
Which for
awesome.
those
I
that don't
can't
know a
wait
lot
to
about
watch
boxing,
if
that's
we
could be a big advantage to have
Yeah.
that reach and distance.
I love my jab, so I see a
course.
lot of that.
Of course, you have to being tall and long, right? That's what. Now
I can throw down though. I can do it all, man.
Of course. But
Yeah.
tell everybody how you got your name of Sticks. You were telling us this.
Oh yeah, so I was saying when I was a kid growing up, my great aunt, I was so tall and lengthy, and I would go there and she'd prepare some meals, and I could only have a certain amount because I was trying to make weight or whatever, and she was calling me Sticks because I was so tall and skinny. And we just thought it was funny, so I started using Sticks for like my gaming usernames or my Discord and stuff like that. Obviously, when I fight, I'm Mesa Mick. That's my nickname.
It's gonna change.
Yeah. Nah. Mesa Mick is,
I don't know. Sticks is cool, but Mesa Mick has that's marketing, man.
Yeah.
You can market.
Yeah.
you
Mesa
can
Mick.
market
It's
that
perfect.
one.
Yeah, dude.
I
True.
love my city. I grew up here. I never left Mesa, so it just makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when we got the idea of that nickname from a comment on my Instagram, we're like, yeah, we're sticking with that. That's the one.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
And well, yeah, I hope one day that like we can just like literally see you on TV and see this whole thing
Yeah.
go. It's gonna be crazy. Maybe get a little watch
That's the
party
plan.
going
That's the
on.
plan.
Yeah, dude.
We'll throw
Excited for you.
a chicken on the shorts or something.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
I don't know if Mayweather will let us put a cock talk symbol on there.
I was gonna say, get that Cock Talk logo on the.
Well, first we got to get Floyd to buy a chicken.
Get him to race one.
Now
There
he
you
sees
go.
the end. No.
Hey.
The next cuppy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I
Well-
think he might have a few bucks on him.
He could buy all the chickens.
Yeah.
Now we just have to make sure that Dave does not mention that CA name.
No,
No,
Say
we
his
won't go
name.
don't do it. Don't do
Don't
it.
I was
bring
going
him
to
up.
ask
Okay,
Sticks
it's
who
okay.
his
Won't be on
favorite
record
fighters
saying
are.
that.
My favorite fighter currently or of all time?
Whichever way you want to go. Who do you look up to, kind of style after?
All time. I like Tommy Hearns, tall and lengthy like me, similar styles. But he can throw down also. Roy Jones, I like his flair. Emmanuel Augustus, because his power. That's one of the guys I just like watch his highlights all the time. Oh, I'm sorry, not Emmanuel Augustus. Emmanuel Augustus is the drunken man. He got the movement and stuff like that. I'm sorry. Chris Eubank. I'm sorry. That's who I was
There you
thinking
go.
of because of his power. I love his power. But currently, obviously, a lot of the young guys, like I love Tank at 135. Lomachenko's great with his feet. It's good to watch, just learn from. Terrence Crawford's a beast. Canelo's a great fighter currently. There's everybody. I just love boxing. I just love watching great boxing, great fighters, and I like the best competing with the best.
That's how it should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly how it should be.
Don't avoid anyone for a decade.
I like Caleb Plant.
Jesus, Dave.
There, I'm done.
Stop it. We're
I
gonna
like
throw you
Caleb
off the
Plant.
show.
I like Caleb Plant also. He just got
Yeah.
beat by Canelo. But
Yeah.
I've met him before in real life. I've seen him train. I've seen him spar. And it's just like, seeing fighters just do well is just it's a cool thing to me, especially when you know him personally.
Right.
Yep.
That's a whole nother dimension to it. Like actually getting in there and seeing these guys being a part of it. So
exactly.
that's awesome, dude. I love that. Like this has literally been like your whole life, your whole family, everything's part of it. So it's like, this is a cool story. You know, I know everyone that's going to be checking out here is going to be following it, and we're going to be following it and keeping our eye on you, because like, it's just fun to see. It's fun to see a story like this turn out, man. We're pulling for you. I hope we can see it somehow. Hopefully we can find a stream, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be the best. I really appreciate all you guys tuning in and like all your guys' support. Like really means a lot. And
Yeah, dude, absolutely,
man.
Really
That's cool. I mean, if no brainer when you said you own chickens, like, oh, so someone who's actually talented at something owns chickens. Let's get 'em on.
Absolutely.
yeah.
I remember this even before I knew you were a fighter, just the story of you came in and chickens was one of your first NFTs. And then you were like, I got my parents to buy some chickens. And it was like, look at this guy getting his parents to buy chickens. That's dedication right there.
So that was my first project. I had to get everyone in on it. My dad's always about that too. He's like, if there's an opportunity to see like, I don't know, a return in an investment, like he wants in on it. And I told
innovation, cutting edge, is something different, something new.
Yeah.
Like it's, I said boring when you were talking about all like the traditional stuff you were doing when you first got into investing, but yeah, you need that stuff too. But we're on the cutting edge of something interesting, man. You just don't know what's going to happen in this space, when it's going to happen, and sometimes it looks like it's dead, and then before you know it, you're getting some big birds, and your parents are buying birds, and open beta is right around the corner. So.
And speaking of open beta around the corner, I guess that'd be a good segue into the weekly developer blog.
You were getting better at this.
If you were
waiting on that.
If you were just dropping by, make sure you like and subscribe. We have a chicken giveaway going on in our Discord channel, which I'll,
get those 16 likes up. Let's go.
Get that link in here in a second. But yeah, head up in there, get to the giveaway channel, and make sure you react to the emote and get yourself a chicken. That'll be ending here probably like 15 minutes or so.
About so, yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
someone else want to get the link to the Discord in the chat, and I'll get rolling on the dev blog.
Sounds good, man.
Appreciate it. All right, so this week in the chicken world, the devs have been working on updating the MetaMask messages to give clear information, optimized contract calls to improve site performance when getting chicken details. They fixed a bug with races getting stuck when Polygon traffic is heavy. That was kind of annoying. I'm glad that hopefully no more sunflower games are coming down the pipe. But
just on, it was actually what we saw on OpenSea was there was a gas station outage. So like, that, for me, pretty encouraging that this thing was turning up and doing okay. And the only real hiccups they had was just fighting through this while there was a complete outage. And, OpenSea was almost impossible to use for Polygon for, at least 2 days. So.
Yeah. So, they got that squared away. And then site optimization to improve performance. And then this big one right here, implemented automatic race generation. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah. We made it, fam.
It's the big one, ARG.
Yeah. That last one is a big one.
ARG.
Currently, we do race sessions. We have to type them all in manually every time. Automatic race generation means we do not have to do that anymore. Instead, there's a pool of predefined races, and whenever a race is scheduled, a new one is immediately added to the Enter Race page. The new race added will be of the same pecking order and similar entry fee of the race that was just scheduled, ensuring we always have a full variety of races available.
This is
what we've all been waiting
Thoughts.
for.
Right.
Yes.
Dave. Yes.
Dave, you have thoughts.
Yeah, no, I like how they're laying out how they want to do the scheduling. So anytime you go in there, you should be able to find ABC and chick races. So whatever you're trying to run should be there. And then hopefully, they've got some low stakes, some medium stakes, and some high stakes kind of. And if the high stakes take longer to fill, then that's all right? The lower stake ones will probably just be churning out, filling fairly rapidly. And that way, you can get into a quick race, but if the high stakes sit around a bit longer, that's not too much of a problem. I mean, in these first few weeks, there's a couple thousand people who are about to start racing for the first time, so nothing's going to sit around.
No. No, not even the expensive ones. And you're going to see, I think we're going to be shocked to see how quickly, even I don't know when they're going to run their first 500. When we see that one, that's going to be a crazy thing. The first $500 race. But yeah, even the $100, $200 races, I think it's not going to be long at all.
I don't think so. We'll see.
I think it'll start to die down towards the end of those sessions, though. Because
It could.
I
Couple hard losses.
I mean, the
Yeah.
reality is, I'm only taking so many losses in my day.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are the biggest like wager right now that you can do in beta?
What was the biggest? Like,
we've seen is
I've
about
seen
50?
50s.
Yeah.
I think
Per
there was a
racer?
higher one than that because I saw a payout first place.
I thought it was 80
Didn't
something.
Butterman get like $300 in a race?
Was it an
Oh,
80?
yeah.
For taking
80?
podium?
Somebody will post it in the chat, I'm sure. But I thought
Yeah.
there was like
Pledge.
I thought I
$80
saw Butterman
race?
at the
Oh, he's
beginning
not
of the
beta.
show. Butterman, what was the entry to that race you won, bud?
it was big.
Yeah, they've definitely had 50 plus.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's also been middle like 15
No, yeah.
and then $4 entries.
They
and-
started at 15 to like they started anywhere from
15 to
7,
26,
15,
yeah.
15, 17, 25 was kind of the run. And then some people were like, yeah, I'm kind of just leaking money here because we don't really know what we're doing. You're just grabbing the first bird you can. So the last couple days, actually last week or so, they've dropped it down to like $4, $7 ones. But then they started dropping in the big ones. So I would anticipate it's going to be a big mix of it all when coming out this week. And I don't know how many races we're going to get. And obviously testing internally and then live testing, very different, and we'll see what happens there. So I'm definitely going to be patient in the early week, but if we have a big day tomorrow, then sky's the limit.
I will say for those that are new, that are just now in on beta this week, if they allow new people in, refresh your cache. That will save you a lot of trouble.
Yeah, clear your cache. That's a big one. That helps just with the syncing up and all that stuff to make that a little bit smoother and whatnot. That'll help you out in a big way. And don't be picky. If you even think for a second that you can just kind of like, okay, let me just slide down and grab this one, it'll fill. So just spam, fill, and grab and get in those first couple races.
At least for the first week.
Yeah.
They basically let everybody in. This is the most open closed beta you could have at this point.
Yeah.
Anyone could click add beta and get in. Chick races tomorrow are going to be absurd.
Yep.
To get
Right.
into. Like just
Sticks, you ready?
Be prepared.
I'm ready to race.
The real race will be getting into a race.
There we go. CJ
That's
said
fine.
it was 40 something. He had about a 270 payout, 273.
Nice.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Congrats,
Awesome.
brother.
congrats, brother.
That is great.
Perfect person to grab the first one there.
Yeah, so they're rather pleased with the work the dev team has done over the past few weeks getting ARG ready for us. This week we began testing it with the QA team on our dev server. Initially there were some issues, but they've all been resolved and the system was working very well. So next week we will begin testing it on our live with our beta testers. Also in beta tester news, as we just alluded to, they did open up beta. So if you are seeing this for the first time and you do own a chicken and you need to jump down into the chicken coop chat and go to the add beta tag there. Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. Go to the add beta channel.
Yeah, add beta channel and
Add
just
beta
follow the
channel
steps. Pretty simple
and follow
from there.
the
Yep.
steps. Thank you,
Yep.
Tyler, for helping me.
No problem. Yeah,
work
add
through
beta,
that.
follow the steps. Pretty simple. And once you're in there, the only thing there may be a little bit. I know they're not adding them like directly because they then once you get the role, they then have to take your wallet and they have to make sure that it's whitelisted. So if you hear this on Monday and you do it on Monday and it's the first time you've done it, then it might take a day or two for them to get in there. But if you've done it this weekend, if you've done it by Friday of this week, this past week, then you should be ready to rock. I would imagine that they probably got all those people whitelisted and ready to go.
Yeah, it's
by
possible
Monday.
they'll close the beta joining and whitelist everybody kind of their Monday workday. So if you're not in yet, I would do it
That's true.
ASAP.
They did say that they were going to open it up to a limited amount of people. Now they haven't limited it yet, but it is open. So don't hesitate if you hear this and get in there as fast as you can if you haven't.
So I see Fledge. Fledge was one of the 3 that actually got a track selected to be added to the game, and I did notice that those were being cycled through in the races the other day.
Yeah.
Fledge, did you work out in some DMs that all your chickens' track and terrain preference is now the Moonshine Run?
I'm pretty sure I saw
I think I would have
Butterman.
worked that in there for myself if I won. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a damn square derby. That was Butterman's. And
Yeah,
then
these guys seem to
Moonshine
be
Run.
winning on their own tracks for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Crazy Jay, you winning on fried chicken?
This is all
We got-
tinfoil.
We're gonna
Yep.
find out. We're gonna get down to this.
I think that they'll probably add more tracks, whether they open them up to more members or not. But I think they add more tracks in the future.
Well, think about this.
I've been looking at the data a little bit at these
what
tracks.
if track,
Track ownership?
ownership was you can create your own? Possibly more
That-
tinfoil for everybody. We'll move on.
Can I get into my white beak tinfoil, or is that gonna stay on the back burner?
Huh?
You can go ahead, Tyler. I'll let you.
Nope,
I'll let you
later.
say it.
Okay,
Oh,
Got a dev
dang.
blog to read.
We have dev blog.
keep it going.
And got a giveaway
Dinosaur.
coming up. Actually, if you're just joining us, giveaway.
Is the giveaway over?
Channel. React.
No, it's soon. Soon.
How
We
much
got
time's left
about
on that
7
guy?
minutes. Looks like 9 minutes left. Let me
9 minutes.
refresh real quick.
6
Make
minutes?
sure. 6 minutes now. Okay, 6 minutes left. Yep, 6 minutes left, y'all. We got 40 people entered. That's a pretty good shot at it, and we'll see. We'll see who gets this dev chicken. Hopefully, maybe they'll get it before Fledge gets his.
So for art, they have been working on the devolution talent, and as I think that's the old one here.
Yeah, they beefed it up a little bit smoother,
Yeah,
a little
made it
more
a little
aggressive.
larger too, I think.
Yeah, that was the old one, which we all fell in love with right away. And
kid's
now,
gonna flip out over this one.
yes, my child's gonna love seeing this. Chomping. He's gonna be, is that a raptor? It's a chicken raptor. Absolutely.
Yeah,
that
They
looks
said there's
so
several
good.
different animations too, right? They're gonna
It's
do.
got more than one attack.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, and he was clicking through the different chomps there. It says here there are a few different attack animations there which we'll use in the game. We're still deciding, but are loving this more aggressive version. That is all for this week. We'll be having races shortly. Yep, we knew that. Race session was successful. And we are going to kick it into high gear, I think, this week.
Tomorrow,
Yeah, tomorrow's
Yeah.
right, man.
I'm getting into a race. Guarantee.
I am not
I
going
hope you
anywhere
do,
near.
man.
I'm not
trying
even
to
trying.
race.
Me neither.
I'm just going to be
I'm
a spectator
trying.
tomorrow. Let all the
My-
first timers get in there, and I'll
Yep.
just be. I'll be
Yeah.
hyped for everybody who finally gets to.
I
race
said I
this
wasn't going to, but then I got
Ken.
a few birds, and now I want to. And I got chicks.
There's so many people that have just gotten into so many races so far. It's gonna be it's gonna be wild tomorrow.
My
We'll
dad's
see.
been asking me. He's like, "When do races start? When do races
Yeah.
start?" And it was literally Friday, and then I saw the announcement of the beta opening up to a few people, and I was like texting my mom. I was like, "What's your Discord?" Get them all signed.
Yeah, I saw them come in the Discord. They're like, "Hey, we're Sticks parents. We're here now." And
Yeah.
I think it actually says that on there, like chicken parents or something. I forget
Their
what it was.
their name is like Mom and Dad Chicken Derby or something like that.
So great.
That is so great. Yes. Yes.
Maximum parents. Yes.
You have to let them name their birds.
I
Just-
know.
just let them name it whatever they want.
Yeah, whatever they want.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
we
you
get
can
that.
name them Mom and Dad, but then who gets the 100 Lakenfelder?
Ooh.
Probably
Aw.
That's
Mom.
going to be an
Mom
argument.
gets the 100 like a
That's-
builder. Sorry.
My
Dad.
dad
That'd be
won't
a
let
split
that happen.
decision.
My
No,
dad won't let that
Dad's
happen.
Dad's not a fan of the show now. Uh-oh.
All right, 3 minutes to get into that chicken giveaway. I don't think I want to do that.
So we
All
got
right,
3
so
minutes of filler.
That wrapped it up, right?
What?
That wrapped
That's
up
the end of the dev
blog, right?
blog.
That
Yep.
was the dev blog. Yep.
Beautiful, man.
Mick, what kind of chicken theories you got racked up in there so far since you've been on board since August? You've had plenty of time to think
yeah,
about some.
originally I was high on perfection. Like that was my go-to, was perfection is gonna win races. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, all right, heritage obviously had to play a role. But I'm just excited for talents, to be honest, because I feel like talents is such a big variable to the game that it's just gonna change everything. Like,
Right.
It's what
If-
sets this game apart from everything else. All the other
Yeah,
races,
exactly.
You know, I've said it so many times. You guys are probably sick of it, and you know, I finally got myself some ultra rares, so I can actually be a proper talent maxi now. But yeah, it's what sets this game apart. I'm still looking at these races, and they still look like everything is, for the most part, closely clumped together. Especially once we see, like, when I have a couple birds that have found their way into a C class now, and they stay together for the most part. There's not a whole lot of separation. So the talents are going to be the moments when things really go down in those races.
Yeah, I
That
wonder how
creates a
talents
separation.
are going to look in those races where it is more spread out.
Yeah.
Like you said, if bird in that,
Yeah.
I've seen some birds where they're pretty far out front. If they happen to hit devolution, who are they chomping
And
on?
no one's around. That would be
Oh,
such a
well,
bummer, dude.
Also,
Nothing to jump.
I think with the like teleport talent, didn't it say it could go backwards or no?
Oh
It
yeah,
could throw
Does
someone
it-
yeah.
back.
You,
Does
I
it
think
you
thrust
could
a,
take some
a
back.
different chicken backwards, or is it you?
It could teleport your chicken forward or a different chicken
A
backwards.
different chicken back.
Right.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If there's one chicken that's just like way far in the lead, who's to say like?
Well, that's when
that
you get hit by
chicken
the
back.
blue egg. and
blue
just-
egg or that one. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mario
blue
Kart
egg.
that bad boy.
And we're still sitting here just wondering like how devastating is black hole or royal procession going to be? Like how much
Yeah.
is it going to take
Well,
out? You know,
yeah,
and all those things.
Pump your black
Here's-
hole, Tyler.
I'm not pumping. I'm keeping them.
I'll get a little tinfoil here. 'Cause
What's that?
what is that?
Wow, that was loud.
That was weird.
I was confused.
Super professional.
A little-
What that was.
Well,
I have no idea what that was.
Taken over by aliens. Speaking of, we have barns still for sale.
Jesus.
Shill it.
Segue. No, we got about I'd probably say a
Well,
minute
I was gonna
left on
say
this
something
giveaway.
too. Damn it.
I
My
really
God.
think, the talents are going to be explosive. No pun intended there, I guess. Black hole.
Few
I
seconds
cannot
now.
wait. Me having my own. Now, Tyler, welcome to the Black Hole Club. Had to get 2. One up me.
I know what I was gonna say. Some of these talents are gonna take longer in time, right? So like the devolution was, how long did that take? 15 or not
The
even
video
5
was
seconds?
18 seconds. Super big
Okay.
timer.
There we go.
There we
Look at
go.
that.
The
Rancho Pistolas.
super big timer.
Do we have a sounder for this? We need a sounder. Like
Uh,
da-da!
Hey, yeah, clap. Golf clap. Golf clap.
that's enough of that.
All right, good. Enough of that.
Congrats,
big
bud.
time.
All
Way to
right,
win
another
that guy.
long time listener.
As
been with us since the beginning.
as I was saying, some of these, I imagine, are they all gonna have the same time length, you think? Are they all gonna be 18 seconds? Or I think some
No,
are
I
gonna
think they'll
be
change. Yeah,
like Royal Procession seems like a long one, right?
Yeah.
So I just hope that we see multiple talents deploy at once then. So like if you've got a long one, I hope
could
I
it counteract? Could they fight each
see.
other?
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
devolution to take out the Royal Procession.
Oh,
Yeah, just chop the chariot right off the top.
You really want to put the animator to work.
But I see. I
mean,
don't know
you
if
know.
they will have them going on.
I don't think there'll be interactions,
I think
yeah.
that would make for a video nightmare, possibly. But you never know.
Okay,
I don't know.
version
wants it.
2.
Blake wants
I
Version
could
fun.
see
Version
I could
2,
see
guys.
Version 2. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
version
come on.
2 chicken
Yeah.
derby.
In the meta.
I could see like 2 machetes going off at the same time.
Sword
they
fight?
just clink off of each other.
Not
they
against
also
not
did
against each
say
other.
that
Not against
machete-
each other, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Machete.
like killing
Chopping
2
heads off,
chickens
yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Hey, got a super big timer in the chat. Super excited. Congrats again.
Yeah, way to go, Joe. Congrats, man.
Get the mystery chicken from the dev team.
Yeah, nice.
Probably before Fledge does.
Yeah, I would hope not. I didn't forget.
We'll
about
make
you,
it so.
Fletch.
If any devs are watching, please take care of Fledge.
Yeah, we'll get that sorted out. No, I really
Well-
think talents are going to be the thing that separates these birds. I mean, because on the tracks themselves, especially just because there's so many of perfection ranges of the birds. They've all got similar traits, similar things, similar happenings, and so obviously the common talents I would think are in the same ballpark. And then once you work up that range of tiers and talents, you're really separating yourself with a better bird.
Yeah. I think the chickens like right now are not too far off from each other. Like every chicken that's going to be in C class or B class, they're all going to be pretty similar until those talents come
It's a big one. Like we're really going to be changing our minds when we just see 80s and 70s start popping up, and a 91 to a 92 to a 93 all of a sudden doesn't look that big of a jump.
Yeah.
Because the 85s are popping in, and we'll see really how that comes down to maybe an 85 with that actually might be an interesting one, just seeing like how many 80s find their way into an A class just because they have maybe some other things. Maybe it is a white beak, maybe it is a stripes that does something. And speaking of white beak, can I do it now?
Yes.
Okay. Pretty sure it's already been debunked.
Yes, it
White
has been.
beaks do good.
You know what? You don't know if it's been debunked. No, it was funny. A couple of races have happened where a white beak seemingly gets second place from the way that is actually comes through on the screen, and then they do
you're doing
actually
this one?
I'm doing this one.
No.
And then it actually ends up in first place. What do you think? Which one I was
This one's
doing?
I'm
already
going to
been
send
debunked.
Deli to dunk on you for this one.
This one's already been debunked.
Tell him to leave me alone for a week and
I'm
pick on
fighting
Tyler.
for it. I'm fighting for my Serrano white peak.
I was just
Get out
thinking
of
they do
They got-
snuff out the podium.
They got the long beaks. They got the long beaks at the
long
finish
beaks.
line.
All that matters is the finishing times, not the visual. They've
Yeah.
noted the visual
There's
is a
some
little bit
slippage
off
there,
at
yeah.
times,
You're no fun, Dave.
and they're fine tuning.
You're some fun. Sorry, that was me.
So they
Poo-poo on
did
your
say, didn't they also say there was going to be secret talents? Wasn't that mentioned somewhere in the tutorial, or like secret events or something?
I
Well,
think that's more with the cosmetic side of things.
Yeah,
in
we
my
just don't. We
opinion.
don't.
Like
Yeah,
the-
we just don't know about it. Yeah, there's
like
the acts of
the-
God, which we haven't heard about in a while. So I wonder if that's still in the plan.
Does it say
But, yeah.
acts of God, or does it say secret events, or like special?
I'm pretty
events?
sure it said acts of
We'll have to
God,
look
which is
at that.
why I keep saying it. Like,
Or you've just
that or it's
decided it
crazy.
yourself.
I could have. Yeah,
It's
I
been
very
months.
well could have.
You
Made
think
it
we'd
up.
Remember these
Yeah, I
things.
mean, it's been a long time since
I
we've
will
looked
do
back
that.
at some of those initial. But I wonder if some of them are maybe showing up in these race finishes in errors, like right now before they're implemented. We're supposed to be implemented. Like, what else explains why the chicken would show up second, even though it clearly finished first?
Just the video and the timing of everything not lining up
That could just be
when it
tuning.
gets spit
Yeah.
out
yeah,
of
programming
the
error or
generator.
something.
Yeah,
But-
we're talking about fractions of seconds here where the
Mhm.
video isn't quite lining up with the underlying time data.
A little trim.
It's just
So it's
It's
the
literally
vid-
decimal
okay.
points probably in
yeah.
Just-
I mean, it's painful for the chicken owner when it happens to you,
Right.
but we know they're working on the fix for it. So hopefully not too much more pain for too many people.
some
So
good,
before this show, I was sure
It
that
says,
I read
it says acts of God is what
Does
White
it?
God says.
it better. I'm sure it did, and now you guys got me worried that I'm just making stuff up.
But I wondered if it
Anyway,
was like
still-
some of that maybe that was being, I don't know. That's not a talent, is it?
Yeah, we don't even know if that part's in there yet.
Yeah,
they-
that seems like it's just like a
Yeah.
random thing that would just happen.
So
Which
if they ever
could
need
cause
to
your
add,
damn bird to finish second.
if they ever need to add more chaos, they can just be like, acts of God.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll allow Deli to dunk on me again and ask him about it.
You guys like getting dunked on.
I choose my
I
moments.
do not like getting dunked on.
Dave,
I
used to
miss
be
when he
For
was
it every
serious.
day, and it just happens.
I'm the
Dave
one
stays
where
the
I
dunk.
see
He
everyone
never
ask-
took
Dave.
my bait. For months, he wouldn't take my bait. And now he's just like, I'm done with this
The
day.
quadruple D.
when I see people talking about something and it's like, all right, I'll bite the bullet. I'll ask them.
Win
And we all know the
racing.
answer.
Win. So yeah, on talents and everything, there was this nice little nugget from Apex just last week on the 8th of February. Races are going to be more action-packed and interesting once we implement the talents. There will be more things added like cutscenes, booster effects, sounds. It's all connected to each other and will be tied in. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, they
Then Moon.
this was another thing that I kind of wanted to bring up, that they have mentioned that the class system that they rolled out originally, they're going to be making some adjustments to that. It says here from Deli, the classes would equal out eventually if we had a lot more races, but the main issue stems from the initial pop we assigned to chickens. It did not pan out as planned, causing most to end up in B, but we will correct this when the data is reset for open beta.
I think that's the minus or +4 for first, -4, right? So if they
Yeah.
adjust those a little bit,
So it's more really
I think
the
it's the
fact
chicken's initial score that you see when you look at it in your coop. Like if you haven't
Yeah,
raised
so-
it yet, it has that
so-
original 59 or 40 or.
Oh, so they're talking about coming out of the chick races that they're all ending up in B.
Everybody's ending up in B because
Right.
the only one who can
I
go
just
to a
thought that's how it's
C out
designed.
of a chick race is if it's 90 to 93 and finishes in the bottom 3 in the
right,
race. Then
right.
they would go straight to C. Or if
Sad.
you're 98 to 100 and you finish in the top 3, you go straight to A.
But after
So-
one race and B, you're if like I have a couple birds that have done terrible, and after 1 or 2 races in B, they drop or they go up to where they're supposed to be. I mean, I think
Yeah, it takes a second, but
I
it-
think I
And
thought
that's where
I-
they're saying if we had more races, what you're saying would happen and they'd
Right.
all eventually correct to the right place.
Right.
But it might cost you a few more dollars to get your bird that belongs in C down to C.
Right. Yeah, the next thing that was said was the current distribution is a bit unbalanced, causing most chickens to be in B. Come the reset, we'll fix the problem and have them more equally spread out.
wonder how they're going to do that.
Because like right now, some of those B races are insane. Like you're like
Oh, yeah, I'm
99
getting smoked.
Saramas all over the
Oh, I'm
board.
getting smoked.
Yeah, my coop doesn't even belong in B at these current standards.
Oh yeah.
that is a bummer to have a chicken that probably should be in C, or there just should be more people in A, and
Yeah.
you know it's clogging up
Yeah.
B. Yeah,
I have a good B bird that should probably be in B, and he's
Yeah.
getting smoked right now because all the A birds are still chilling in A or chilling in B.
So
Yeah.
I want to pivot off this because I caught something in the chat and go back to the act of God situation. Do you remember the original Chicken Derby video where the chickens are running on the track and then all of a sudden lightning strikes like 3
Yeah.
or 4 of them and they turn into a roast chicken?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Not
they
crazy.
mentioned Super Big Timer mentioned in the chat there was lightning and lightning bolt that turned 2 chickens into running poultry from Wally. I would think that to me is an act of God. Lightning
Yeah,
strike
so
out
like
of nowhere.
natural disasters, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
Yeah,
we get tornadoes or something.
tornado,
that would
little
be wild.
wind gust, something.
Tornado
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
through and sucks half the track
Knocks out lane 2 and 3.
Suddenly get hit with a sinkhole, whatever.
Hail
Is there a Florida one?
Earthquake.
knocks your chicken unconscious.
Don't do Florida tracks. No sinkholes.
Alligators on the Florida tracks.
I need to see more stumbling and face plants out of these chickens.
Out of the gate.
Oh yeah, they were saying that someone like every once in a while you get someone that comes in that's honestly asking a question. Other people are a bit disingenuous, but someone was bringing up. I thought it was pretty honest that just saying like they were looking for something a little more dynamic and crazy, and I think it was either Deli or Apex said like, yeah, we plan to make these things way more dynamic and have way more just action and cut scenes and all that stuff is coming. Like we have, it's loads ahead of just little dots going down the road, but it is pretty cool to see this quickly. And I know we've all kind of wanted this faster and we had an idea of how fast it should be. Guppies sell off as an act of God, Lemon Amnesia said.
Terrible.
Take down the market.
Like I definitely
Anyway,
be
so-
lowercase G God.
Yeah.
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 I think it'd be cool to look a year from now and see what the races look like then compared to,
Yeah.
what they were originally.
So on racing,
Even the start of beta, if you look, like I remember watching back the beginning of beta. My dad and I were watching it. It was slow. There was like one chicken would take the lead. There was the rest weren't even on the screen. And then like just seeing the improvement from that to how like the races are competitive, they're close. I mean, just me personally, like
Yeah, there's
I
nothing
see the improvement and I'm
No,
excited about it.
Definitely. And I bet if we all just went back and watched the first couple of races, we'd really see it. It's kind of like watching your kid grow. You don't quite see how they're growing until you see a picture and you're like, holy crap. And so children are something people have when they're older, Mickey. You're good for now.
Yeah.
It's like when you see that picture of yourself when you were like 17 and you compare it to now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's what I
exactly
said.
right.
I was like, yeah, grown up now.
So on the racing front, do you got any strategies for your birds? You got one picked out you think is your best racer so far? I know you got a Sultan with the gold Coleman Waddle. Happy birthday back there.
He's a 94 Sultan.
Hey, mine's too.
So
She's a 94 Sultan.
Yeah.
She
Just saying.
With the gold
just
When
Coleman
breeding
Waddle.
pair.
And then I have a 98 Dork also. that I've thought about racing, but obviously I've seen that like Dorkins haven't been doing too well in racing, so I've been contemplating racing that one. But I feel like I'm gonna race all my chickens eventually in the free races, at least, especially with the beta. I have some rare talents that eventually I want to bring out. Like I have cold snap on one of my chickens. I think that's my white beak.
Ooh,
I got
there
that.
You go,
I got a steal on that one. Well,
I have like a Devo white beak and orange will, and it's only like a 93, and it sucks. It doesn't win anything, and it's like I love this bird, but it's not until I get Devo, until I get the devolution.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the talents you have to just be patient and wait for.
For sure.
I have like a cotton candy wattle. I just wanted one, so I ended up buying one off of the.
They're just good looking. Yeah,
those are. That's probably one of my That's probably my second favorite Coleman wattle.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's probably my favorite. I mean, teal is great on the Serama.
It's on a table for some. Yeah,
that's a Serama.
A lot now.
I'm trying to get my hands on a Serama. I'm working on it.
Well, there's a couple out there right now that you can choose from, which is a good time for that. That's for sure, man. I hope you grab one.
I do too, man. I really hope you do get one.
I hope everybody gets a Serama and does it during the live show.
During the live show, Dave.
Like right now,
Dave needs the Serama fund.
Someone should check activity.
Man, sorry, Dave.
No Serama for you.
No, I'm not kidding. Check activity.
Wait, did he? I'll check it for you.
No, that's awesome. So, man, we're happy to have you on. And
wait a second.
Whoa,
I wasn't kidding.
No, you weren't kidding. You got one.
I sold something non-chicken and got the email during the show, and I'm like,
Dave got a Serama,
full price,
93 Serama, beautiful, man.
Oh, you just bought it straight up. You didn't even. He's like, screwed the accept offer. I'm just gonna take it from him.
He wasn't taking my offer. I've been waiting all week.
That's how it feels.
Hey, congrats, buddy. That's been on the wish list for a while.
Now we just gotta get Blake one.
Now we just gotta get Blake and Sticks one.
Yeah.
I'll get one.
There you go, Dave. Congrats, buddy.
Well, when Sticks goes to 5-0, maybe he'll be able to get a Serama.
Yeah.
I just buy a Serama straight up, huh?
That's it. Just whip out your phone out of your trunks right there. And
hey, if you
Sir,
do it
can you leave? We have another fight.
If you do it in front of Floyd, get him to buy a couple, then he'll probably buy you one for sure.
Oh, so pass it on.
Yeah.
That's the goat. That's the goat right there, Dave. I don't know what you got against Floyd, but that's the goat right there.
Do not talk.
Oh, no, nothing against Floyd.
Okay.
It's just
Dave, he will knock you out.
Yeah, he would for sure. I played soccer. He'd get near me and I'd fall to the ground.
You had one fight, right? You said you were
professional flopper.
Oh my God, he's coming for you.
I charity boxed once. I will not do it again.
That's fun. That's fun though.
That is great.
I fought the Penn youth football team in college. That was stupid, but I never professionally fought.
That'd be fun, though.
That'd be fun too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have fun with that.
Throw down a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and with
me,
that,
I'm running for my life, but you'd have fun. Yep.
That's great.
It's awesome, man.
No, see, Mesa Mick here, Sticks from the Chicken Coop Chat. He's got a fight coming up in a couple weeks. We're excited to hopefully catch a stream of that if we can. We're happy to have you on, man, and help you get the ball rolling on that, and just get your name out there to the chicken community, man, because you've been around for a while, and we're just happy to do it.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, that's Saturday, February 26th, right?
Yes, February 26th.
Premier Boxing Champions. That's awesome, dude. That's going to be a Sin City showdown. That's good stuff, dude.
Great platform. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm nervous for you now, but I'm not. You'll be fine.
He's got it.
I'll be nervous.
I'll be good.
You
He's
kick
going
ass.
5-0.
Thank you.
It's good stuff, dude.
Ooh, man, the chat's going after Dave now.
Oh no!
I play soccer. You get near me, I fall down the ground.
We did have some good job Dave's first, but
yeah, I got a Serama. I'm untouchable tonight.
Yeah, he has
flying
Teflon.
high,
He's
baby.
Teflon Dave tonight.
That's the only W he needed.
Yep. Well, I think that's wraps up our show. Again, congrats to Super Big Timer on the chicken giveaway, and thank you, Sticks, for stopping by and talking to us and telling us your journey.
Of course.
We are
Yeah,
the
just
Coop
a little bit of housekeeping.
11.
Can I do a housekeeping before you go?
Hey, we got barns for sale.
We got
I'm
barns
not
for
done
sale.
yet. I'm
got a
talking.
poker
night.
Good Lord.
You said from the
Poker
Coop
night.
You're
Collective.
telling me all these things I need to do. I'm aware.
Go. Do it.
Did you say
What do you
poker?
got to do, Tyler? Do it. Do it.
I was going to do what you were going to do. I was going to shill barns.
That's
I was
what
gonna say-
working up to.
I was going to say one more time, Saturday, February 26th, Showtime Boxing. Premier Boxing Champions, Mickey Scala, Mesa Mick, going for 5-0. We're excited for it. If you're in the area, it says I don't know if tickets are still available, but I'm sure it'll be a great,
There'll be tickets available.
beautiful, yeah.
The Cosmopolitan in Vegas. So if you're-
Awesome,
if
yeah,
you're in
yeah. If you're
town,
still around,
Road trip
Show
to
up.
Vegas.
might as well.
show meet up in Vegas. Yeah, we're heading out there.
There's a couple
Chicken,
Vegas
hey,
derby,
people out
meetup.
there.
Hey,
That's
Hey,
the
that-
goal, right? Long
that's a
term.
good, that's
one
a good
day
meetup spot.
when Mickey's big time and chickens are big
Yeah.
time, we'll do a
Oh,
chicken
yeah.
hangout
Oh,
at
It'll
your
be
site when you're headlining.
at
Yeah,
the
you mean, man.
sports bookie in like the MGM or something. We can all just watch the chickens race on the screen.
Oh, that would be insane.
Dream.
Win.
The dream.
Just bet on them.
win.
Beautiful, man. I love it.
But when
Win.
are we going to mention the poker tournament?
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Right, yeah. Well,
we've
Right.
we've
We have
loaded
our
up on
birds.
A couple things. We got some birds.
yeah,
Got
we've
poker
been wrapped
tournament
up with
coming
all
up.
this so much, yeah.
So
We-
for those that have the 548 barns, right? Keep an eye out soon for when we're going to be entering in for our first Coop Collective poker tournament.
Yeah.
And we will have all the details in the Discord.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
we grabbed a puppy bird today. That'll be the grand prize, along with some
Nice.
barns and some other chickens that we already had. That'll be out there. We had some fun prizes. We're going to get that announced probably tomorrow. I would say so.
That bird's a 93
93 floofy,
Royal Violet Sultan Grand
93
Prize
floof.
to go with a barn for the winner.
Yeah.
Another Discord thing that I'm in did a little poker tournament yesterday.
They're
Yeah,
fun,
they're
dude.
fun.
I did a
They
couple
are.
of them when I was
They
in
did,
a
like,
couple
the
other
online
projects. Yeah. They're actually like a blast, and like I just like playing poker again and having the prizes be the NFTs and whatnot. Yeah, we're excited about that one. So
What's the
Um,
platform that we're doing it on, Josh?
Club
everybody-
GG.
Club
There we go.
GG.
Yep,
So
Club GG.
we'll be dropping an announcement this week detailing all of that out. It is a free entry for all of our barn holders. And we'll get you the information on how to get joined up into our club within the app, and we'll get you registered for that poker tournament. Also, speaking of the barns, we have the 548 Coop Collective barns that we have available on OpenSea. You can grab if you offer 0.05 on them. That gets you exclusive rights into our stud barn and said poker tournaments that we were just discussing, and future tournaments down the road once we get into 24/7 racing and beyond. So go and check those out. We'd appreciate that. And again, Mesa Mick, Sticks, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you guys for having me.
He is at Sticks in the Chicken Coop chat. And we are the Coop Collective. I am at Grateful Coops. We have a MBF Express above me and Pecking Order Racing on the left corner and Water Racing Coops down in the bottom. We are going to see you Mike, I can't even talk tonight. What the hell?
Say goodnight.
This
See you
is
later,
fun.
guys.
Yeah,
We'll see you
like-
guys later.
Like the podcast. See
Goodbye.
ya.
Like, subscribe,
Like,
do all those
subscribe.
fun things. Bye.
Do it.
Nobody swore tonight.
I can't even talk.
I said damn it earlier, Dave. You
No,
weren't
that's
paying
allowed.
attention.
That's
There you
allowed.
go,
You
there
can say
you
that
go.
in church.
You weren't